Revelation chapter 11, verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Dawada from the Men of Valor campaign in Greenville, South Carolina, coming back with another video on in sincerity and in truth. Lord willing, it can be edifying. And it seems like this whole World War III thing is on everybody's mind, all right? You know, everybody's talking about it. If you're paying attention just a little bit to the news, man, you can see this shit coming a mile away. The lines are being drawn in the sand, and we see who the big players are going to be of World War III. And that's just if you're watching the news. Now, we, when I say we, I mean the hopeful elect, all right, those that are diligently, seeking that crown, seeking salvation. All right, we're already hip to the prophecies. The Lord has already revealed this to us by way of the teachers he set up, all right, starting with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone to the men on down. We've been speaking about World War III and, when nobody else was. All right, now everybody, this whole World War III thing is on everybody's mind, all right? And a lot of people are uneasy, all right? One of the most notable individuals that's speaking about World War III is Mr. Neuralink himself, all right, Elon Musk, all right? And, it's spiritual that he's speaking about this because, damn weather, man. Him individually, not him individually, but he's going to be somebody that helps push forth another major prophecy, end-time prophecy, by way of the C-hips, man. He has a company called Neuralink that specializes in brain C-hips, man. That's the MOTB, all right? You know, that's one aspect of it, by way of receiving it in your brain. All right, the other one will be in your hands, you know? But you have him right here. This is from Zero Hedge. It says, Elon Musk warns we are sleepwalking our way into World War III. All right, so, and we know he's an insider. You know, you don't get to that level of fortune, all right, without being tapped in with the elites, man. All right, at one point he was the richest man on earth. Now I believe it's some other guy, but they all are worth, over $100 billion, man. Salakia. Some $200 billion, man. And it's fluctuating, whatever. But they're the ones, man. They're the elites of the earth, and even they're talking about, World War III. So I'm gonna read some of this. It says during the Twitter or X, they changed the name to X, Spaces discussion Monday. Owner Elon Musk warned that he believes the West is sleepwalking our way into World War III and putting civilization itself at risk. Well, America's going to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. Let's just go ahead and get that out of the way. All right, that's going to come to pass. Now, Elon Musk and his billionaire buddies, all right, the global elites, they're going to escape, a lot of them. And they're going to escape, and, hey, they're going to be the first fruits of slavery in the kingdom. It says, Musk noted that America is lacking behind both China and Russia in terms of industrial output, and the Western leaders are pushing those two nations closer together in an axis of immense power against the West, laying the groundwork for World War III. Yeah, and it's no mistake that Slovakia. Damn throat drum, man. It's no mistake that Russia and China, as well as Iran, all right, is pretty much joining up as far as a military alliance. It's also an economic alliance as well. The West, when I say the West, these NATO, the EU nations, all right, including America, they pretty much shunned Russia back when Russia invaded Ukraine. But Russia has linked up with China, and they've had this thing called BRICS going for a while now, man. And BRICS is trying to overthrow, like the G7, which is all Edomite nations, and they're trying to dethrone America as the top dog, so to speak, So that line is already being drawn in the sand, and we see, and that, hey, it's also biblical prophecy, man. Russia is going to be one of the main antagonists, or not antagonists, the main one of the main enemies. I'll just say that to America when it comes to this global war, man. All right, they're going to definitely take a major part in destroying America, Babylon the Great. It says, let's see. It says he continued. I want to emphasize this like that. I want to emphasize like that. There's civilizational risk. There are tragedies on an individual level, tragedies on a community level, and then there's civilizational risk. We just need to make sure that we're not putting civilization itself at risk. Well, civilization is already at risk with you damn devils in power, man. First of all right, but I'm not gonna play the video. He's just fucking babbling, But he's speaking about World War III, man. He's saying America, when he says the West, America is the spearhead of that. That they're sleepwalking into World War III, man. Yeah, because a lot of people here are asleep, man. All right, that's the spirit. He said that these Americans, man. Here it is. These other nations, they're in the streets chanting. They're joining forces and whatnot, getting ready. And what are these Americans doing? Hey, they're watching football. They're watching the damn, NBA season just kicked off. All right, they're immersed in folly, man. They're immersed in song and dance. They're immersed in bread and circus, just like ancient Rome was before it fell. And this is the revived Roman Empire. But this whole World War III thing is on everybody's mind. And World War III is going to be fought different from the other wars, as we always bring out. You should already know this. All right, but we always bring it out for edification's sake, man. This is Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 5. It says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. All right, this shall be with burning and fuel of fire, man. This is going to be different. The Lord, let's go ahead and grab that. The Lord allowed Esau to create technology that would cause destruction on a continental scale, man. All right? Understand that. Let's get this. This is Isaiah chapter 54. And verse 16. Behold, I've created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy. And the waster are those thermonuclear missiles, man. All right, those ICBMs, they can be shot off from the four corners of the earth. They can be shot off in one continent and they go up into the atmosphere and come back down on another, man. Hypersonic missiles and whatnot, carrying warheads. The Lord put it in these damn devils' mind to do that. If you watch that movie Oppenheimer, you saw a glimpse of that. That tool was not be created. That instrument, as the scriptures say, wasn't created just to sit in a damn museum. The Lord created it for a day and a purpose, man. And it's going to be the tool used to destroy America, Babylon the Great. Even the NATO nations are going to turn their back on America, man. Let me grab that real quick. This war right here is going to be with burning and fuel of fire, man. Let's get this. Yep. We'll go right pretty much to the point. Revelation chapter 17. It says, let's see. Verse 16, it says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, right? Going into the 7 heads and the 10 horns going into NATO and these EU nations, or the original members, all right? So these are going to be America's allies, which are all Edomite nations, right? It says they shall hate the whore, and the whore is America, Babylon the Great, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. It's going to be that thermonuclear fire, right? It says, for the Most High put it in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and to give their kingdom unto the beast, unto the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. It says, and the woman which thou sawest is the great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth. And that's America. That's plain. All right, if you don't see it now, man, you just lost. But even these NATO nations are going to shoot their missiles on America, Babylon the Great, man. America's going to do something. The Lord's going to put that evil thought in the minds of not only Russia, China, North Korea, Iran, but also these NATO nations, and they're going to shoot their missiles on this place, man. Utterly burn this place with fire. Now, what's going to happen to us, you might ask? All right, the Lord is going to have the elect be beamed up into the chariots, man. All right, let's go to and get that real quick. Revelation chapter 11 and verse 8, it says, "And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified." And that's speaking about America again, that great city, spiritual Sodom and spiritual Egypt. Verse 9, "And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, roughly a 350-year period, right? And shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry and shall send gifts to one another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwell on the earth. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them. And they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them." And that's happening now. All right, along with all the World War III news, the Sea-Hip news, the news of famine, the news of uproars of the people, you have the news, the good news, the gospel going out, and the Israelites, the true Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you speckled bird that look like the other nations, we're waking up. We're standing upon our feet. And it's scaring the hell out of people. Hey, us waking up, the Lord is going to bring the end, but all hell won't break loose until that, the elect is quickened, man. Because they have to be taken out of the way. And that's starting with the 144,000. It says in their enemy, or it says, "In great fear fell upon them which saw them." All right, these elites, they see our videos, they shadow ban us. They try to censor us. They try to do all this different stuff, and they know us waking up is their biggest fucking fear, man. We're the biggest threat to Esau's NWO. All right, he didn't account for the elect to wake up. He didn't consider the latter end of that. He thought if he could just pump our neighborhoods with drugs and destroy the family structure, lock all the men up, that we weren't going to wake up. But see, the power of Yahweh Shema Shai prevails, and the Lord still woke us up, man. Even though even those of us that might have grew up without fathers, man, we have spiritual fathers now. All right, the elders and apostles, the men before us, they're our spiritual fathers. And they guide us in the right path toward Yahweh Shema Shai. So Esau didn't consider that shit, man. That's why they're in fear. It says, verse 12, "And they heard a great voice from heaven, saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud." And that cloud is just what do they call it? It's like a code word, if you will, all right, for the chariot, all right? The chariots of Yahweh Shema Shai, the chariots of our salvation. All right, so we're going to go up. We're going to be beamed up in the so-called UFOs. It says, "And their enemies beheld them." You think about Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, verse 13. "And the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell, and in that earthquake was slain of men 7,000. See, that's that, that's America being destroyed. All right, in that same hour, there was a great earthquake. These nations shot their missiles upon America, Babylon the Great. All right, the scriptures say the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. The islands and mountains were moved out of their places. All right, that's the big event, man. It says, "And the slain of men 7,000. Right? Man, it's going to be countless of thousands of people that get burned up on this side. And the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the power of heaven, And going full circle, that's why, we're going to end where I started off. Verse 14, it says, "The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly." So, this whole, everybody has World War III in their mind, man. All right, and we always tell you what the latter end of it is going to be. All civilization is going to be wiped out, man. All right, the kingdom of Israel is going to rule the earth next. All right, we got next, man. So, Lord willing, the Zedaphon, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Kakadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. To the next time, Shalom.